Let me make sure everything else is off. There we go. Now we got sound on YouTube. If you are on TikTok, can you let me know, like with a thumbs up or a heart or something? That okay, I think you can hear me on there too. So we're good to go with that. Looks like YouTube is working. Thank you. Thank you for the heart. So my Ascension members will be getting on to a private Zoom link and asking questions. You guys can hang out and watch and listen in to what the Wisdom Keepers answer. And then there's usually a replay posted over on YouTube. If you end up wanting to ask questions, if you go to my website, angieharris.org, you'll see my membership for the Ascension membership to be able to ask those questions. So would love to have you. All right, I'm going to pull in my Ascension members. Okay. Uh-oh.
Hello.
Hello. Can you guys still hear me on TikTok? It just said a disruption.
I'm not on TikTok. Do you want me to go on TikTok?
Oh, no. I'm talking.
I can check really quick.
I'm talking to TikTok right now.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, they just said they can hear me, so we're good. Sweet. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
All right. So just make sure you're mute. And if you get called on to ask a question, then you can unmute. It might be helpful just to stay unmute while you're interacting because they seem to want to interact with you guys. And when you're muting and unmuting, it may not flow as easy for them to be able to communicate with you. So thanks for letting me jump in here with this weird greeting. Usually I would say hi, everybody. So, all right. Great. Thanks, TikTok and YouTube. I don't see anybody on there, but that's okay. Okay. Well, here I go. Oh, I need to give you host, Mandy. Let me push record first. Maybe if I can figure out where is the record button. There it is.
Recording in progress.
Okay. Make host. Okay. I will be back. Everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Great, thank you. Divine ones, we are here to assist you in this transmission of light and energy to help you to comprehend and understand yourselves and where you have come from more clearly. This evening, we would like to speak to you about some shifts and changes happening in your atmosphere and energy that might be impacting how you interact with yourself, the world around you, and others. You may begin to feel even more symptoms within the body, where the body will react to things in the third dimension that might keep your frequency low. You may begin to feel different nudges within your physical vessel and body that attempt to help guide you towards a higher frequency alignment that will allow you to be able to comprehend yourself in a new conscious awareness by being able to see your own frequency and energy differently and how you interact with those around you. Some of you will begin to shift out of the awareness of what other human beings might be comprehending and seeing at this time. You may be feeling a shift in your physical body that causes you not to be able to eat as you have been able to eat, or engage in things that cause your body to be in a low frequency and vibration. When your body reacts to these things, we encourage you to listen and to allow yourself to understand that they are no longer needed for your experience. Many of you have had many lifetimes here on this earth where you have engaged in different activities, where you have allowed yourself as a spirit to merge into this physical experience, to have an experience in which you have engaged fully with a third dimensional understanding, interactions, and behaviors. As you ascend, these things will and cannot be aligned with you any longer. As you continue to resist the shift into a higher frequency, you will continue to engage in these things, which will cause you to struggle even more physically in your body. So we encourage you to begin to create an understanding around how to maintain a high vibrancy in your physical body and vessel. This is not through the need to control, manipulate, or even belittle the body. You must love this physical body that you are in. You must treat it as if it is a treasure in a vessel that your soul is currently residing in. And you will understand as this physical vessel begins to shift into a higher understanding of itself, the DNA and the frequency in the DNA will increase with light, which will spread the DNA into a longer strand. This strand will begin to open up more energy in the body, and the body will begin to open up to the ability to hold more light. With the holding of more light, over time, within the next 200 to 300 years, the human body will begin to transform into what we would call a light body. However, the ascension symptoms that you are having now are the beginning phases of this transition. Many of you will not see the light body formed in this timeline or lifetime that you are in. However, you will be a part of creating the ascension for those who will in the very near future of your time. As you begin to understand how to interact with the world around you, you will begin to have awareness of how to interact with it and how you engage with things. Some examples we will give you. In the third dimension, many of you desire to have conflict. Many of you desire to have fear. Many of you desire to engage in behaviors that would cause you to have a low frequency, to experience it, such as partying or drinking or using things in your body that bring about the disconnection from your higher mind. There are things that you can continue to use in a high frequency vibration. However, we encourage you to not become reliant on the things that help assist you to clear your mind and to open up your frequency. These are simply tools given by the earth to help you. In this shift, you will also begin to see that you will continue to struggle in some ways to interact with those who do not think like you or cannot see like you. However, we want you to understand that this is not a permission slip for you to begin to not interact with them. In this, you must understand that as you are working to hold your vibration higher and you engage with those who are still working through third dimensional understanding, you will be a light and a guide by holding your frequency for them, by simply being present without words at times, and to teach them how to love yourself. As you interact with your own body, as you do the things that align with your own higher conscious mind, those around you will be impacted and they will see your shift as their veil on their eyes and the energies of the third dimension will begin to lift for them to be able to see this. We encourage you to not become confused with the idea that anything done with the ego will create this to move quicker. It is all a frequency that is shifting within your higher mind connected to your oversoul, or what you may call the higher self. We would like to open up this time for questions if you have any.
Kim?
Thank you. My question is, I've asked a question about my mother in the past, and so I want to ask another question. Angie, I have talked to Angie about her, and she claims that she had a Kundalini. This happened when in the 1950s, about 1957. And first of all, my question is, I want to know if she did have a Kundalini, and was she visited by the Anunnaki?
Yes, she was visited by the Anunnaki, and there was an activation in her energy field in which you could call a Kundalini awakening. Basically, this is a shift where your chakras begin to expand at a rapid speed at the same time, which causes you to feel out of alignment and out of sorts within the physical body. Due to the intensity of the energy opening up in the physical body, it is struggling to maintain awareness with both the world in which they live, third dimension, or the higher frequency that they are now tapping into, the fifth, sixth, and seventh dimension. When these things happen, a human that has not had a grounding practice prior or been able to hold this frequency without it interacting with the physical body could appear as if they have psychosis or things in your world that could cause them to feel different or aware of things other humans are not aware of. But this is not necessarily that they are not seeing these true things. It is just simply that others are unable to see them or comprehend how to interact with them in the frequency they reside in. So the visitation that she had was with those star family that she originates from, that were activating her to help her to understand herself differently. In a way, she also wanted to have this experience in the lifetime that she had here on Earth to comprehend what it felt like to be activated in that way, and understanding what it felt like to be a human in that timeline with others not able to comprehend what she was going through. This is a lesson that her soul carries with her, with an understanding that next time she ascends or descends into the earthly realm, she will have a new experience where she will be able to maintain that frequency and likely resonate within a fifth dimensional understanding of herself and the world around her, which is where humanity is moving at this time. Does this help?
Yes, that fit very well. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Heather Houston. Hi. I couldn't get off of mute. I'm sorry. I was going to ask, are we going to be seeing more interdimensional ships and things in the sky in the upcoming spring? And are there interdimensional beings that are keeping us safe and making sure that we don't have a nuclear explosion?
Yes, to all of these questions. You will and have been seeing and interacting with different things in the skies, some of you more so than others. It is not necessarily that all of the humans on the earth will have these interactions at this time, but many will become aware, those who have been prepared to have these interactions, as they are able to hold a frequency of understanding when they have them without going into fear or allowing these interactions to cause them to be out of alignment or moving in a direction that would cause them to struggle to interact with us more. However, these interactions that humanity will have in the near future will gradually increase. It will not be a sudden change in the sky where everyone sees it. It will be here and there in a few different places around the earth in the preparation. And then over time, it will begin to increase within the next 50 to 60 years. You will begin to have more exposure and understanding within the next 2 years, where you will have more contact and you will have more awareness of us and how we work with you. For your second question, yes, we are watching and we will intervene if it comes to the point where humanity begins to destruct themselves and the planet, as it will impact us as well. We want you to know that all beings that are here to assist you are of light and love, and you do not have to worry about interactions from any low vibrational spirits or energies or beings of light that will come into this earthly realm as we are shifting these energies out for you. And some that are still present on the earth will begin to be seen and exposed in the next several years. As these things shift, as we continue to watch Earth, as we continue to interact with you in different ways, as you begin to have awareness of these things and ascend into a frequency that allows you to maintain connection and contact with us, you will begin to comprehend yourselves differently in how you engage with us at all times and how we have always been present with you since the beginning of this existence of Earth. Does this help?
Yes, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Heather Ward?
Yeah, I have 2 questions. What is the best food for me to consume? And then also, do I have a hawk as a spirit guide?
Let us look into this for you. We do see that you have a connection with the hawk. We also see that there was a possible past life where you engaged with hawks. You may even had one that you would spend time with. It appears as if you used this hawk as a way to see, maybe through your psychic abilities on Earth, where you were able to work with this hawk to see the land, to help you to survive. And as a medicine woman, you were able to use the medicines the hawk would share with you in that timeline. As far as the food that you will be needing to eat, this is all for all of you who are ascending into a higher frequency. We are going to encourage you to continue to increase your natural foods, the things that are naturally grown on your planet, the things that are created by the hands of humans that are used within the earth. And as you interact with these things, your vibration will shift and rise. We would encourage you at some point to look at how much consumption of meat you are engaging in. as some of these can hold a frequency that could interact with your energetic field and chakras that cause you to not be able to connect with your higher mind or what you may call your intuition. It is not necessarily that this is a law that you need to change all of your diet. However, for you to feel the frequency shift in your body in an easy way without having as many symptoms as you have shifted into a higher frequency, it is beneficial to eat natural foods from the earth. So as you do so, you will not have the body aches and pains or sickness that might be attempting to purge low vibrational energies from your body. As you are eating in alignment with the higher frequency of earth, with the 5D dimension, you will have the ability to hold that higher frequency in the physical body as it is more aligned with that, as in the near future of humanity, engaging with animals will change. Even animals will change the way they engage with one another. Does this help?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mary?
Yes. Last Saturday we had a past life regression and I saw a dragon. Can you tell me about the dragon?
This is a guardian of yours.
He's a guardian?
Yes. He has been
Okay.
with you for many, many thousands of years. You have interacted with him in other lifetimes. However, due to dimensional shifts, due to parallel timelines, this dragon has been residing in another timeline. And it is ready for you to work with it if you so choose to.
Okay. He said he was waiting to be called. What is he wanting me to do at this time?
He is asking permission to work with you.
Okay.
He is asking for permission to spend more time in your energy, assisting you, engaging with you, and interacting with you. Through your quiet meditation time, you will begin to increase your ability to communicate with this dragon, which will allow you to understand how to communicate with it and how this dragon will be able to assist you in this timeline that you are in now, and to help ascend the earth as well. Does this help?
Yes, thank you. And then Angie had a couple of questions. Has dragons ever exist physically on Earth, or are they interdimensional beings?
They have been physical on Earth at times. However, they are more so what you might call a mystical creature, as they have been created for that purpose. You might even say they are much like angelic beings that protect the energy of the earth. And so those who did reside in the physical were much like humans, where you, from your soul higher perspective, decided, I will go to a physical body and be there and somewhat forget who I am. And these beings or dragons could have capacity to come into a physical body in which they could forget who they were in some capacity, as they were highly intelligent beings that were able to interact with the humans around them. And because of their shutting off of the ability to interact with their higher conscious energy, they engaged in behaviors or actions that may have caused harm to themselves and humans around them. This is what some humans may have caused the idea that these dragons were not friendly, or even the idea that they were demonic, or that they did not have a positive purpose on the earth. And it's not necessarily so. Just as all humans have a positive purpose on earth, no matter how they interact with it, these dragons did as well. However, due to the way that this was taking place on earth, there was a decision made that these dragons would no longer fully emerge into the human experience as physical beings, and they begin to shift into another reality or a parallel timeline. However, they were still very aware of the human in which they may have worked with in a prior time. At this time, this is what you were seeing, this is what you were experiencing, is the energy of the being that is here to assist you in this timeline. It is not necessarily that dragons will begin to become physical in this world again. However, you will begin to have more interactions with them in the non-physical realm, being able to engage with them telepathically as well. We hope this helps.
Yes. How can we activate or work with the dragon energy in our own healing and awakening?
By allowing yourself to understand and believe that this is a possibility for you, you activate some of that energy. Through your heart chakra, you open up the ability to connect with their heart chakra. And we would encourage you, as you sit in meditation with your heart chakra open, to invite them towards your heart, as it is an activation between your heart and their heart, to align together, to work together, to spend your time together in this realm, clearing energy or shifting energy through your existence. It is almost like you are training your dragon to be alongside you through connecting with the heart. So what we would encourage you to do is to sit, to meditate, to bring your awareness to your heart chakra, begin to expand the light of your heart chakra as if you are turning a light of very vibrant blue or green energy, and allow that light to begin to shine out of you. And imagine with your third eye that it is penetrating through a layer within the quantum field into the parallel universe or lifetime that your dragon may be in. This will activate their heart chakra, which will then connect to you to call them in to assist you. Some of you will work with those who are above the ground, and some of you will work with those who are below the ground. You will know how they appear to you, whether they are above or below the ground. Both are playing a role to help ascend the human race. We hope this helps.
Yes, thank you. Does everyone have a dragon?
Not everyone will have a dragon, as it is related to a frequency that that soul has and an assignment or a purpose that it decided to have on earth. And so we encourage you to not become discouraged if you do not have interaction with a dragon, as you will likely have another being of light that you could interact with in the quantum field around you, such as a phoenix, an angelic being, or an extraterrestrial being. We encourage you to spend time with your heart, such as we just explained, to find out what you might be interacting with to assist and help you in this dimension. But those who have had dragons or are activating this dragon energy at this time did have an agreement prior to the incarnation that they took on Earth, whether that be millions of years ago or within this recent lifetime. We hope this helps.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Gina?
I have a couple of questions. Recently, in our last channeling at the retreat, you brought up dolphins. Can you elaborate more on that? And maybe I'm wondering if it has anything to do with the recent news that's come out about the dolphin named Gerald. Does it have any relation to that?
Yes, we are aware of this. We are aware of the interactions that humans have had with this story as well. And we find it quite comical. And we are enjoying watching how humans are attempting to figure out what is true and what is not true. It is very interesting to watch humans interact with the world around them without really truly understanding it or comprehending how things can work together. There are many beings on your planet that are extraterrestrial or beings of light that have come to volunteer on Earth to help it ascend. And many of those are in the ocean. And this is why the ocean often has many strange things happen within it due to the interactions of the light. And this is also why the ocean is so very deep, to protect these beings that may need to stay away from certain types of beings or humans on Earth to be able to assist. However, in the near future, you will have more interactions with these beings that are hidden. And this is just simply one of those interactions that is beginning to open up the ability to communicate with these extraterrestrials who reside in your seas. So, as strange as it may sound, and we will say, depending on the understanding and timeline you are currently in, this is a true interaction that took place. However, we understand if you are still in a third dimensional thinking, you could believe it is not so, which we will not argue. We will allow you to have whatever it is in your mind that you choose to have, as that is your experience. And that is exactly what you wanted to have here on Earth. We hope this helps.
Yes, thank you. I have another question. At the retreat, we recognize that as a collective, we were all able to see energy outside. I'm wondering if this is something that any human can experience, or if this is because we are all shifting in our energy frequency or awakening.
This was a result of your gathering. This was a result of all of your energy being connected and amplified at the same time. This was an activation that took place in your physical realm and in your ability to shift your consciousness to see things around you that you were unable to see prior to this event that you went to. This event activated a frequency within you to be able to shift your own awareness and understanding of the world around you and how you interact with it. It is an ability that you can maintain and keep. However, we also encourage you, just as we said before, about maintaining your frequency and how you engage with the world around you and how you engage with your body and the foods that you eat, that this will and can impact your ability to maintain this frequency. There are other humans around the earth that are activating this light as well at this time. However, not all humans are capable of it at this moment, as it takes a certain frequency to be able to see and interact with the energetic field around you. Over time, this will increase, and over time, you will begin to see things differently in the quantum field around you, as you will be able to see and interact more with non-physical beings, in which you were able to see that day in the energetic field through what you may call orbs or light that were floating within the energy. This will increase. However, it will not be something that causes you to be dizzy or to have physical problems, as your body will also be working to align with that same frequency. So it is simply that you are seeing an energy that has always been there, but your physical eyes and mental mind and energetic body have moved into the ability to see this due to activations that took place in your energy field. We hope this helps.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Allison.
Hello. Okay, a couple questions. Is my son's body's reaction to the intense energy from his activated heart chakra related to him being a type 1 diabetic?
Yes.
Okay, follow up. As he grows into his body more, will his type 1 diabetes either become easier to manage, or could his pancreas start producing insulin again?
It is always possible to heal the body. However, he did have a soul contract to have something within his body to feel this. Over time, it will settle down and it will be manageable. However, we also want you to know that this is based on the energy that he is around as well. If he is engaging in conflictive energy that cause his body to react as his heart chakra is expanded and opened, he will have physical symptoms, which is the diabetes that he has in his bodies. And by shifting into places or energies that have less conflict or heavy and dense energy, he will feel better in his physical body, as he is very sensitive to the energies around him. And this causes the symptoms in his body to interact on a more intense level. So as he grows older and as things begin to continue to shift in your life, in your family's life, these things will decrease and he will be able to manage it with no problem. We hope this helps.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Heather Ward.
Yeah. Back to the hawk conversation. So I had an experience at the retreat we were just at when I walked out the doors and then there was 2 hawks flying above. And then that night I had a dream that I was holding a hawk and that hawk feather fell on the ground and I picked it up. What was the significance of that?
This was an offering from your hawk spirit animal, letting you know that you are now ready and activated to heal and use your energy. It was time to interact and engage with this animal that is there to support you. And by continuing to work with this energy, you will activate more of your shamanic energy within you that you have carried within many lifetimes, that is here to assist with this ascension.
And how do I activate, or I guess I've activated, but just continue meditating?
Yes,
Or
the activation has taken place. The interaction. You have invited this hawk in, have you not?
Yes.
Therefore, you have allowed it and you opened the opportunity for the interaction to take place. So as you continue, as we were saying before, to open your heart chakra and connect it with your hawk spirit animal and invite that heart chakra to engage with yours, you'll begin to work together and understand how to work together. Does this help?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Laura.
I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this correctly, but with today, the Artemis 2 launch to the moon after over 50 years, it just made me think about my father who worked on the Gemini missions in the safety part. Was he a starseed? And then is there any correlation to my sister and I being born at Cape Canaveral Air Force Base?
We see that he had some interaction within his body and vessel. However, he was not a star seed, in which you would say he did work alongside them. However, as many extraterrestrial beings have helped with some of the things that have been built on Earth to attempt to get to other planets or to your moon and to interact with them. And these things have been kept hidden from humanity for some time. However, in the near future, you will have more awareness and understanding of that. So in many ways, there is what you might call star dust that has been passed down through your lineage, but not necessarily star seeds. We know this could be confusing, but we hope this helps.
So am I a star seed or stardust?
You do have stardust within you that can be activated into a star seed. However, it will take raising your vibration and understanding how you interact with yourself and the world around you in a different way for that to be activated. We hope this helps.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
I'm going to ask a question on behalf of Jennifer, who could not be here tonight for the call. She wanted to know that during the retreat last weekend, during the breath work, I felt a strong energy coming from my hands. Can you tell me more about this energy and how I can use it?
This was the energy of her soul or spirit. It was activated through her heart chakra. This was giving her the ability to feel her own soul's frequency or higher self frequency. And this energy is what she always has within her physical body. But in that time, she was able to physically sense and feel it. This energy is there and present with her as she interacts and walks and moves through this earth. And that is why those around her may feel that she has a different energy than other humans. And this is also what carries in her light body and aura, you may say, that clears out frequencies when she visits places. When she goes into different places, she helps activate light energy in those places, which then increases light for that to continue to help clear out and ascend that part of the quantum field or the earth and what is taking place in that certain area. So as she continues to ascend and awaken to her own light, these are things she may feel more in her physical body, but it was simply an activation that she was feeling in that moment where she allowed that to come through in a stronger way. We hope this helps.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Heather Houston?
Yes. My youngest son, he struggles sometimes. He gets overstimulated. He gets very high emotions that he feels, and I really want to understand the best way to help him or things that I can work with him on. I don't know if he has stardust or if he is a star seed himself, but I do feel pushed to start some of the energy, like teaching him more how to meditate and understand his nervous system, his body a little bit better. Can you tell me some ways that I could help him at his age?
If he is open to engaging in these things, there are things you can teach him, but we would like to encourage you to release the need to control it or to force a shift or change in him, as he did come in open in his energetic field to experience many different feelings. And more he allows himself to feel those without resisting them, he will not struggle. It is the resistance that he's having, is the fear that he's having. It is the interaction with the world around him that he thinks he will be different or be strange compared to those other humans around him. The more he lets himself be fully himself, authentically him, without restricting his energy or hiding his energy, he will release some of these symptoms of feelings that he's having. We also encourage you to work on understanding how everyone else's energy is important around him as well, for him to learn these things, as he is also teaching you how to maintain your frequency and energy, as the interactions that you have together are teaching each other. So when you are feeling uncomfortable with his behaviors or interactions or how he feels in a moment, we encourage you to look at how you are feeling and see if you can shift that. We know that this does not make sense in your third dimensional mind, that by thinking positive or changing the way you see something, it can help someone else. But we encourage you to at least try this. We hope this helps.
It does. I just want a little bit of clarity. I mean, I'm very aware that we are connected and that he takes his cues from his environment. It's just at school, there's some issues, and I just want to help him navigate that without feeling bad about who he is, because he's beautiful.
These things will not change in the school setting until they change in the home setting. These are things that, as you were saying prior, by him understanding himself differently, by him being his authentic self and not hiding his joy or excitement in the home setting, by him being fully himself, by him maintaining a frequency of connection with his true self and his soul, and by you maintaining yours and allowing your energy to be clear and maintained and calm, This interaction between you will help his interactions in the school setting. We also encourage you to find a mentor for him, someone that can teach him how to maintain his energy, as it would come in a broader understanding from someone else than you as well. We hope you understand this.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Gina?
Yes, I have two questions. The first question is, can you tell me if I have a spirit animal?
Let us look. We do see a dragon with you. If you would like to engage with this dragon, you are able to do so. Is this something you would like to activate?
Sure. Does this dragon have a name?
Nimika?
And how would I activate or ask this dragon? How would I invite it in? Would it be similar to the advice you gave Mary?
Yes, come in. Let's work together. That is as simple as it gets. These beings are ready and willing and have been for quite some time. And by simply calling to them and then allowing them to know that you are ready to engage with them, they will wake up or come towards you. So as you engage with this being, this beautiful green and blue being that you have with you, as you connect your hearts together and activate this energy, you will have visions and dreams and interactions with your dragon. We hope this helps.
Yes, thank you. The second question I have is, currently at this time in my life, how many guides, angels, entities do I have working with me?
At the current time, we do see 6 beings around you, all interacting with you in different ways. However, many of you on Earth have millions to thousands of guides that are assisting you throughout your Earth existence. It is just some come in a little closer than others. So you have many with you at the current time. You have 6 that reside in your very close energetic field, assisting you with things that you have been wanting to learn, or the timeline in which you are here on Earth with your human lessons that you are wanting to stay connected to in this particular lifetime, guiding you and assisting you into alignment and nudging you into things that are within your desire to learn in this lifetime. We hope this helps.
Yeah, I have another question about the dragon. So if I invite the dragon to come in and work with me, are there specific things that the dragon will do for me or that we will do together that would be really magical?
Of course, everything is magical when you allow it to be. These are things that will come as you begin to know this dragon and the gifts that this dragon helps assist you with. It will give you more of an ability to see or to experience some of your intuitive abilities on a heightened awareness and scale. It will activate your heart chakra to love on a broader scale. And it will be a protector for you in many different ways, where it will interact and engage with the field around you and give you awareness of things that you might need to be aware of at times that you need to shift your focus. We hope this helps.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Mary?
Yes, I was told to eat forgotten foods. Can you tell me what the forgotten foods are?
These are the herbs of your earth. They are the things that were growing that the natives or even those prior to that would eat or engage with, such as berries, dandelions, flowers, or things of the earth, such as mushrooms. These are things that humans have forgotten to engage with. And as you become more involved in these things, you will begin to have more awareness of how to interact with them. But these are the activation of the earth that were created to help humans to clear their physical body, to connect with their energetic body. We hope this helps.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Allison?
Hey, okay, now I'm curious if I have a dragon or an angel or an ET or a phoenix.
Yes, of course you have things interacting with you. We do see a being of light around you. It does not appear to be a dragon, however, but it is a light being that is from another dimension. And this is likely connected to your oversoul or higher self. And if you were able to activate this, you would communicate with it more often. And so this being is connected to the Lemurian star system, and it works with you. However, you have not been able to engage with it as you are working with shifting your vibration to be able to do so. If this is something you would like to engage with more often, we encourage you to continue to release many things in your life that keep you from understanding your divinity and who you truly are outside of the human experience. This interaction will be there no matter what. You will just be able to increase your awareness of it as you continue to lessen the heaviness in your life. We hope this helps.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hi, this is Mandy, and I have a question. There is a prophecy or a prediction made by a man here on earth named Chris Bledsoe. His prediction is for 2026, involving the star of Regulus, red star on the horizon, in the gaze of the Sphinx, and it's supposed to bring us some new knowledge. Can you tell me anything about this, and if and when it will happen?
Yes, this is happening currently, and it is bringing in a new knowledge. Many of you have had increased dreams. Many of you have had increased understandings. Your ability to see the energy the other day was a part of this. These are all activations of the light around you and in the quantum field of the earth. And only some are being able to interact with it at this time, as this light frequency can be very intense for the physical body. And as you continue to allow these codes to come in, you will have more and more awareness and more interaction with that field of light that is coming in. And so the shift is here. It is taking place. It is going to continue throughout the rest of this year, you will say. However, the full activation will likely take place in your June, July, or August, possibly September timeline on your earth, depending on how things shift and the awareness is able to be brought in at this time. We hope this helps.
Yes. One more question. Do I have a spirit animal or a spirit guide with me besides Petoskey?
Yes, we see that there is a woman with a horse with you, and she resides with this horse who watches over you. You also have a beautiful bird with you that is not necessarily a bird that you would see on Earth. It is a bird that protects you. Maybe it could appear more dinosaur-like, if you would say, and it does work with you. It is flying with you in dreams at times, and it interacts with you when you are in nature. So this is something you could call in to work with as well. You may also have interaction with some reptilians around you once in a while that are coming into your awareness to be a protector for you as well. We hope this helps.
Yes, I've been definitely feeling them. Gina?
Yeah, I have another question. So when I've done a session with Angie after my father's passing, my dad said that the blue jay was a sign from him. But over time, I feel like why he told me the blue jay was very symbolic was that was actually an explanation of me and who I am and what I am here to do. Is that accurate?
It can be both. This blue jay could represent him who sees your true self, which then helps bring awareness to you to see your true self. So the interaction between a blue jay, your father, and yourself helps activate an awareness within you because you are connecting with him that is now assisting you from another energy field. We hope this helps.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Heather Houston?
Yes, I have a follow-up question. Will taking colloidal gold or colloidal copper, would it help the body adjust to higher frequencies or maintain these higher frequencies that are coming in right now?
It could be beneficial. However, we would like to encourage you to be careful when you interact with these things to make sure they are very pure and not having any other particles or chemicals within them, as that could cause problems within the physical body. And it is not something that we would encourage taking for a long period of time as well. They are simply tools, such as some of the plant medicines that you have on earth, to help activate, however, not a long-term need. We hope this helps.
It does, thank you. And am I connected to a star system?
We do see that you are connected to the Orion star system.
Okay. Do I have a dragon or any other guides?
Let us look. We do see a bear with you. This is a spirit animal that you could work with if you would so desire.
Okay.
We hope that helps.
Thank you.
We will take 2 more questions.
Anybody else have a question? I'll ask a question. This is Mandy again.
Yes.
I have a dog that came into my life about a year ago, and I definitely think he's helped me to get outside more. Did he come into my life with a purpose, or was it just me rescuing a dog?
Oh, he came into your life with a purpose. He has interacted with you in order to engage you with the stars, to bring you outside so you can see things and interact with things and engage with things. He is what you may call a volunteer that came to assist you. And so he comes and resides from the same star system in which you came from. This is why when you look into his eyes, you can feel familiar energy about him, because you were together in your Lemurian lifetime as well. We hope this helps.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Does anybody else have any questions? I think
something.
Heather Ward.
Just about mosquitoes. What can I do
Oh,
to
mosquitoes.
attracting them?
You would like to attract them?
No, I don't want to attract them anymore.
Well, then don't.
Then how do I do that? They love me.
They do love you. This is something that will happen over time. We know that these pesky bugs can be annoying for the human body. However, we would like you to understand that by not liking them or hating them, it actually attracts them even more, as they love to feed on your fear. So when you see or interact with them, we understand this may be a difficult thing to really truly do, but engage your energetic field, expand it in love, and encourage them to move on to a different place. We hope this helps.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We want to thank you for this interaction and this transmission of light and energy. And we look forward to assisting you in the near future and continuing to have conversations. We thank you for allowing us to help you understand these things. And we hope that you can carry these new awarenesses in your heart frequency. Enjoy your interactions with your world. We love you. All right. Okay, let me turn off. Bye, YouTube. And bye, TikTok.